There are a few days left before Christmas, and a lot of us aren't feeling calm or cozy. We're tired. Our bodies hurt. Our minds are busy. Some of us are surrounded by family, and some of us feel very alone. Some of us are holding joy in one hand and grief in the other, and we're trying to pretend that both don't exist at the same time, but they do. This season brings love, but it also brings pressure. Pressure to show up. Pressure to be cheerful. Pressure to push through pain so no one worries. And if you live with chronic illness, you know how heavy that pressure can feel. Christmas doesn't pause symptoms. It doesn't quiet fatigue. It doesn't erase flares. It just arrives, whether you're ready or not. Today isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about being honest. It's about acknowledging what the season looks like when your body doesn't cooperate and your heart carries more than one emotion. It's about slowing down enough to remember that love, support, and presence don't require perfection. They require honesty and care. Hello, and welcome to Empowerment in Illness. I'm your host, Gwen. If you're listening right now, you made it here, and that matters. Whether you're wrapped in blankets, sitting quietly, or pushing through another long day, this space is for you. We're talking about love, life, family, and support, not as ideals, but as they really show up for warriors like us. Christmas looks different when you live in a body that doesn't cooperate. It doesn't start with excitement. It starts with roll call. You wake up and you check in with yourself before you check in with anyone else. Energy. Are you here today? Pain. How loud are you going to be? Fatigue. Are you running the show? Or can I negotiate with you? This is how the day begins, not with music or light, but with an honest assessment of what you're working with. Some mornings, you already know the answer. You can feel it before your feet hit the floor. Your body tells you what kind of Christmas this is going to be. It might be a quiet one. It might be a slow one. It might be a Christmas where you participate in pieces instead of the whole thing. And that can mess with your head because this season comes with expectations. Loud ones, heavy ones. Expectations about how you're supposed to feel, show up, and perform joy. You don't wake up thinking about gifts first. You think about survival. You think about how long you can stand, how much you can cook, how long you can sit at a table before your body taps out. You're not being dramatic. You're being realistic. And there's nothing wrong with that. This isn't negativity. This is wisdom earned from living in a body that doesn't follow the calendar. And still, even after roll call, you show up. Maybe not like you planned. Maybe not like last year. But you show up in ways you can. You show up with love. You show up with intention. You show up with boundaries. That counts. It has always counted. Christmas doesn't require you to be at full capacity. It requires you to be honest with yourself and gentle with your body. And that alone is an act of courage. Even when our bodies don't cooperate, joy still sneaks in. It doesn't always arrive wrapped in energy or excitement. Sometimes it shows up quietly, almost shy. It might be the smell of food cooking in the kitchen, even if you didn't cook it yourself. It might be Christmas music playing softly in the background while you sit instead of stand. Joy doesn't wait for you to feel good. It shows up anyway. For a lot of us, Christmas joy looks smaller than it used to, and that's okay. It might be a warm drink in your hands instead of a packed schedule. It might be laughing from the couch instead of the table. It might be watching other people decorate while you rest. That doesn't mean you miss Christmas. It means you found it where you are. There is something special about the way warriors find joy. We don't need perfect moments. We don't need everything to go right. We notice the little things because we've had to. A quiet house, a shared smile, a text from someone who didn't forget us. A moment where pain eases just enough to breathe. These moments don't look loud, but they feel deep. And sometimes joy shows up through people. Family who adjust without complaining. Friends who sit with you instead of rushing you. loved ones who don't ask for explanations, support that feels natural instead of forced. That kind of love hits differently. It reminds you that even if your body feels off, your place in the world is still solid. So no, this season isn't perfect, and it doesn't need to be. Joy still lives here. It lives in the pauses, in the slower pace, in the moments that don't ask anything from you. Christmas doesn't disappear because your body hurts. It just shows up in a different way. Christmas can make you feel like you're supposed to be holding everything together. The traditions, the emotions, the people, the expectations. And when you live in a body that doesn't cooperate, that pressure can feel heavier than usual. You want to show up the way you always have. You want to give more than you have. But this season is a reminder that you don't always have to be the one carrying everything. There's a quiet strength in letting the season hold you too, and allowing yourself to receive instead of perform. That might look like accepting help without explaining yourself, letting someone else wrap the gifts, letting someone else cook the meal, letting plans change without guilt sitting in your chest. It doesn't mean you care less. It means you're honoring what your body needs right now. Support during the holidays doesn't always come in big gestures. Sometimes it's someone checking in without asking for updates. Sometimes it's a family member who notices you're tired and adjusts without making it awkward. Sometimes it's being included even when you can't participate the same way. That kind of support feels steady. It feels safe. It reminds you that you are not a burden for needing care. And if this season feels quieter for you, that doesn't mean it's empty. A slower Christmas can still be meaningful. A softer holiday can still be full. You're allowed to experience the season in a way that fits your body, your energy, and your reality. You don't have to force yourself to traditions that no longer fit. Christmas doesn't require sacrifice from your health. It meets you where you are. As this year comes to a close, a lot of us start thinking about what comes next. Not in a big, dramatic way, more like a quiet check-in with ourselves. What am I still carrying that's weighing me down? What helped me survive this year? What do I actually want to take with me into the next one? You don't have to bring everything forward. You don't have to keep old expectations, old guilt, or old versions of yourself that were built just to get through. You can thank those versions for doing their job and let them rest. Survival taught you a lot, but it doesn't get to decide everything about your future. What you carry forward can be simple. The boundaries you learn to protect. The people who showed up without needing to be asked. The routines that kept you steady. The moments of joy you learned to notice when everything else felt heavy. Those things matter. They're not small. They're proof that you're paying attention to what your life actually needs now. And here's the truth. Moving forward doesn't mean you're healed or finished or fearless. It means you're willing to choose yourself again, willing to believe there's more ahead than what's already behind you, willing to step into the next season with honesty instead of pressure. You're not rushing the future. You're not pretending the past didn't hurt. You're choosing direction, and that's enough. You don't need permission to move ahead. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to know that where you're going matters more than what you're leaving behind. And now, a word from our sponsor. This holiday season, we know warriors are thinking ahead, not just about gifts, but about what they need to feel supported in the year ahead. That's why we created 2 new holiday bundles designed for real life, not perfect days. Our new journal, planner, and affirmation card bundles are built for 2026 with flexibility in mind. These tools help you reflect, plan, and speak to yourself with kindness, even on the days when your body doesn't cooperate. You don't need to feel every page or follow every rule. These are here to meet you where you are, not where you think you should be. We also continue to offer My Voice Ally, which helps you prepare for appointments and speak up for your needs, and My Flarecast, which helps you track symptoms and patterns so you're not carrying everything in your head. These tools exist to take some of the pressure off, especially during busy seasons like this one. In the Empowerment and Illness store, you'll also find the paper trail binder, advocacy guides, journals, and other items created by warriors for warriors. These are meaningful gifts for yourself or someone you love who needs support that actually understands chronic illness. If you're interested, the link is listed below. Be prepared. Don't panic. And now, back to the show. Before we leave, I would like to close with a special portion of the show I call Healing Heartbeats. This is where we allow ourselves to wallow in sorrow. Give yourself 3 minutes to laugh, cry, scream, cuss, or just sit in silence. Whatever you need to do to feel it, do it. Let the depression in for only 3 minutes. Once you've reached 3 minutes, compartmentalize it and get back to living. This is a rinse and repeat behavior. You cannot let depression take over because when it does, it will not let go. When we hear about the passing of someone, they have the day they were born and the day they pass away. There is a dash in the middle. It's not a long line, but a short dash. That dash represents your life. Go live in spite of having a chronic illness. Don't let your condition stop you. Before we close, I want to share a quick update with you. Empowerment and Illness is entering a new season. Starting in the new year, this podcast would move to a bi-weekly schedule. This change is intentional. It gives us space for deeper conversations, more guest voices, and panel discussions that reflect the real experience of this community. I want to bring you fewer episodes, but richer ones. Conversations that stay with you, not just feel a week. This is not a step back, it's a step forward. The mission stays the same, the heart stays the same. We're just creating room to do this work with more depth, more care, and more voices at the table. We will continue to bring advocacy through action, empowerment through knowledge, and inclusion through understanding. Christmas doesn't have to look like it used to still matter. It doesn't have to be loud, busy, or full of expectations to be meaningful. What matters is that you showed up in the way you could. You listened to your body. You protected your peace. You stayed present in the moment that counted, even if they were small and quiet. As this year comes to a close, I want you to remember this. You are allowed to honor what this season asks of you. You are allowed to rest without guilt. You are allowed to celebrate yourself for surviving another year in a body that doesn't always cooperate. That alone is something worth acknowledging. If today feels heavy, that's okay. If today feels gentle, that's okay too. There's no right way to move through the season. There's only your way, and your way is enough. Thank you for spending part of your Christmas with me and with this community. Thank you for showing up, for listening, and for continuing your journey even when it's hard. As a Christmas gift to you, our warriors, we wanted to leave you with something a little different, something familiar but written for us, something that honors the way this season really feels when you live in a body that doesn't always cooperate. So before we go, we leave with our rendition of Twas the Night Before Christmas, a Warriors edition. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, every warrior was staring, but not their spouse. Energy was questioned, symptoms took roll call, pain whispered loudly, fatigue stood tall. The men were laid out by the bedside with care, in hopes that some relief soon would be there. The body was restless, the mind wide awake, wondering how much more pushing it could take. The tree stood decorated, glowing so bright, while the warrior measured their strength for the night. No rushing, no forcing, no pretending today, just listening closely to what the body say. Some memories felt heavy, some joy felt small, but love still showed up. It didn't stall. It came in warm blankets and soft Christmas light, and laughter from others while you stayed in sight. Family adjusted, friends slowed their pace. No pressure, no guilt written on your face. Support looked like sitting, not asking for more, like knowing your presence was enough to adore. And though this Christmas looks different somehow, you're still worthy of love, just as you are now. Not because you did everything, not because you were strong, but because you belong here, you always have, all along. So here's to the warriors who made it this far, through pain, through fatigue, through days left ajar. May rest find you gently, may peace settle in, and may next year meet you ready to win. From our hearts to yours, Merry Christmas. Remember, you have the strength, the heart, and the support to continue your journey. Be safe.